The culmination of my week. This week, something by Billy Childish. He's made over 100 records. He's done lots of books and drawings and things. His latest band is called Wild Billy Childish and the MBEs. His new album, Thatcher's Children, is out on Monday, and this track is called Little Miss Contrary.
Thank you very much indeed. Harry's musical choice, you better tell us again what it was.
Wild Billy Childish and the MBEs with Little Miss Contrary.
Can we have a round of applause, please, for Mr. Teddy Thompson? Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, no, do not be afraid to applaud yourself, Teddy.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah.
Good work. That's look at that rhythmic clapping.
Yeah,
this is going to be a good session. Absolutely. How are you, Teddy?
I'm all right. How are you?
I'm talking like we've met each other before and we know each other.
Yeah.
Would you prefer Mr. Thompson?
No, Teddy's all right.
Teddy's okay. And you have a new album.
I do.
I'm looking forward to this fourth album.
It is, yeah.
About it, what will the album be? The album cover. What will the album cover look like?
What will the album be?
I judge all music by its cover.
Okay. Well, that's interesting actually, because it's already come out in America, because I live in America, and they made me change the cover here. They didn't like the cover we'd chosen. So I had sort of profile, a three-quarter profile, which
yourself?
I thought was really of myself. Obviously,
sure,
it's my album.
Yeah, not someone topical like Barack Obama.
Yeah, I'm not going to get someone else. So I thought it was really elegant and timeless, and they thought in England I looked mopey.
Right.
Yeah, that was the word.
So
mopey.
they've
bit depressed, maybe.
So they've superimposed the clown makeup, Heath Ledger style on top of you.
That would have been better. What they've gone for is a different shot that's very sort of doesn't look anything like me, which could be beneficial. I don't know, but they just wanted something that was very pop. There we go.
Ah, there you are.
So it looks like someone said to me, it looks like a rip-off of the Justin Timberlake.
Yes, because you're wearing what looks like, perhaps quite a nice bespoke suit.
Yeah, it's a lovely suit.
A thin tie.
Yeah.
But Teddy, I don't want this to be taken the wrong way. You're a good-looking fella.
What?
You're a good-looking lad. I'm surprised they wouldn't want just a big picture of your face.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But no, it's a good. Well, listen, a round of applause for the album cover. And we're now going to be going online to seek that out. Listen, I tell you what, it would be mad not to just hear a musical tune from you here, and then we can talk some further, because that'll give a sense of what you sound like for people who don't know.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, and then we can dissect it afterwards.
There we go. So this is from the album. This is called Don't Know What I Was Thinking.
Round of applause, surely. Magnificent. Teddy Thompson performing live on the Steve Show. So much wonderful, Teddy. Thank you so much. Is the album quite stripped down and acoustic, or is
no, it's sort of the opposite actually. You're getting a glimpse into the broken down version.
Sure.
Stripped down.
Yeah. This is more like, that would be like perhaps hearing an exclusive demo.
Something like that, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. This is how they sounded before we messed them all up by putting drums and keyboards and hand claps and children's choirs and stuff like that.
Yes. Is it that overblown and preposterous? Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to it enormously.
Yeah.
That's going to be fantastic.
Way over the top, yeah.
No, seriously, is it? There's a fuller sound.
Yeah, it's quite big. It's quite. We definitely delved into the production side of things. So there's a lot of stuff on it. I mean, hopefully it doesn't take away from the voice,
and
the songs, and the voice and the profile,
and just the great looks.
Yeah.
And listen, we have a series of questions which we've been compiling, which are sort of we can apply to anyone who comes in.
So you haven't done any extra work for me.
No. And so it's hopefully an effort to try and get under your skin. Just first reaction that comes to your head. Don't be thinking too much about it. Just
trying to piss me off.
No. What? No.
Get under my skin immediately. Just go for the.
Well, just I suppose. Have you ever seen inside the actor's studio?
No.
Right. Okay. Well. Anyway, it's brilliant, and this is also brilliant. Okay. So just first instinct, first answer. Okay. What would you ban?
Smoking.
Okay. They've already banned that.
Have they? See, I just said that because ban smoking. I've heard it a lot.
Sure.
But so it's been done, has it?
I'm afraid that's already been done by the government, by the man.
Hasn't a lighter just fallen out of your pocket, though?
Is that what? It has, yeah. That's what the noise was.
Are you sure? Maybe he's just going to see Coldplay later.
Very nice.
Well, what I meant was ban smoking for me.
Okay.
Yeah. No smoking anymore for me, no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah. Public place or otherwise.
Well, good luck with that.
Thanks.
It's really only you that can work with that one.
Yeah.
What advice would you give your teenage self?
Don't smoke.
If you could jump into any film and live the life depicted in that film, what film would you choose?
The Incredibles.
The Incredibles.
Yes.
Because it was on the other night, and I was thinking, where's The Incredibles 2? Because it was a few years ago now. And it was such a good one, such a good animated movie, and I
which
just
of
want
the-
to be. I think I'd like to be the woman, which is not unusual, because she could stretch. The mother could stretch herself around things, which I quite like.
That would be useful to you.
Yeah, you could reach around. I could reach around right now and just pick up your cup of coffee.
Pick up my coffee, or
Yeah.
give me a
Or
little tickle.
change the buttons on your screen. Or
Yeah.
something.
That really is a heck of a superpower. Good to see you using it wisely.
Could also be accomplished with one of those old TV poke remote control hand
Right,
scratcher
exactly.
things.
Yeah. That's basically, was it Mr. Tickle?
Yeah.
Of the Mr. Men.
Yeah,
That's
I'd like
basically
to
the same
be
power.
Mr.
Yeah, you want to be Mr. Tickle. Maybe we should add that to our list of questions. Which Mr. Men?
Which Mr.
Man?
Yeah. That's
would you
why
be?
actually when I was in the studio making the album, I saw the Mr. Men books, and I bought each person that I was working with the Mr. Man that I thought was appropriate to them.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it was always a no-brainer for me, Mr. Tall.
There was Mr.
There was a
Tall,
Mr.
wasn't
Tall,
Doesn't
yeah.
sound like an interesting one.
No, again, I think that was one of the least good selling of the Mr. Men. I always like the look of Mr. Bump.
Yeah.
I was thinking, how has he got those bandages? What has he done?
Oh yeah.
What has he been up
Heavy
to?
drinker,
Yeah,
Mr. Bump. I
Bumpy.
think.
Oh, very much the Amy Winehouse of the Mr. Men world. If you could exchange lives with anyone, who would it be?
That's a really good question. I think probably Barack Obama.
Really, you'd like to be
Yeah.
Barack?
Yeah.
Although there's a lot of people saying
Have
that
it-
he'd almost certainly be assassinated.
Oh,
So
that puts
put some
changes
down on
it
it.
then.
You know, think
Well-
things through, Teddy.
Sorry, yeah. I'm just very influenced by what's in the papers. Smoking Barack
Yeah,
Obama.
clearly, yeah.
Whatever was in the paper this morning is the answers you
Sure.
should
Yeah. What wakes you up in a cold sweat? Do you have like a recurring nightmare?
Yeah, it's mostly to do with losing the ability to play and sing. Actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have a lot of nightmares about sort of the very thinly, veiled, allegorical stories. But there's usually something like, oh, I can't get my trousers on. So it's obviously
I can't get my
something.
trousers on.
I can't have my trousers on, but therefore I can't do the gig.
I see. Yes, of
so
course.
it's something
Yes.
that stops me from being able to do what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Hasn't stopped you, Steve, in the past, has it?
Not at all. It doesn't stop me. It's one of the highlights of my act now.
Yeah.
Is the trouserless moment. And finally, what past deed would you go back and change of the things you've done in the past? It's tricky, but we really are trying to get to the inner Teddy.
I think I treated some people badly. I suppose girlfriend. I treated one girlfriend in particular.
What did you do?
I can't say.
Can't tell us?
I can't tell you.
Just hint. Just give us one key word.
best friend.
Oh!
That's 2 words.
That's 2 words. Ooh, I think Teddy had won over a lot of female admirers prior to that. Turns out he's a love rat.
Well, but were they really that good friends? Obviously not.
They weren't afterwards, were they?
He's turned it back on at her. And if we probe deeper, all we hear is 200 camels. Oh, well, listen, we better win back our female listeners with a musical a song played by music.
Right.
What's this one, Teddy?
Well, this is the single. This is called "In My Arms," which
Fantastic.
this doesn't really bode well for the female listeners. Here we go.
Fantastic. Lovely, Teddy. Thank you so much. And obviously, we can't really let you go without briefly asking you, being as you are the son of Linda and Richard Thompson, was there a difficult decision to go into the sort of acoustic folk rock thing? Or were you tempted by sort of hip hop or scratching or or electronica? Was it sort of, do you know what I mean? Did you feel it's tricky?
No, I think the only thing I could have done, I could have gone into accounting or something. Would have been
Yes.
the only real
Sure.
thing.
Rebellion.
Yeah, rebellion. Thank
Yeah.
you. Tough word. But no, I wasn't actually. And I mean, here I am acoustic rocking for you. But usually I do have the full.
Sure.
I do. So it's a bit of a different style, I would
Yes.
say, which
Yes.
helps, because they're very English folk, and
Yeah.
and don't use samples and drums and things. Well, at least they do. Drums.
Sure. They don't
Weird
use
things like drums.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely more of a, I was always more into American music and American pop music and rock and roll, and so we differ that way. So it's a comfortable gap.
Yes. And someone mentioned to me earlier that were you raised in a commune?
I was born in a commune, yeah.
Wow, because I visited one of those places once, and it was wonderful. It was kind of tranquil and charming. But I can't help but I left sort of thinking, "Oh, Wicker Man."
Right.
There was that vague whiff of it.
Yeah.
Was it strange?
Well, I don't know. I was a kid and I loved it because it was a Sufi commune. My parents converted to Islam.
Right.
And so I was born in it was a squat. Is really what it was. It wasn't a commune at all. It was a squat, and then we moved to a commune. And for a kid, it was great because it was lots of other kids around and lots of big. I remember the big thing was the meals. It was like Alibaba in the 40s. It was big silver trays piled up with big dishes and tagines and sweets and things. So for a little kid, it was great, and lots of other kids. But my mum wasn't very into it because she had to be in the kitchen wearing the headdress, cooking, and wasn't.
Right.
Not a great life for a Western woman.
Right.
So,
sure. Yeah.
So as soon as my parents split up, she quickly moved on to shopping and
pop it down Waitrose
and Heat magazine.
Sure. Well, listen, I tell you that I just wanted to ask you about communes because I've always been fascinated.
Yeah, no, it's an interesting
and,
thing. I think it's I honestly I think it's a beautiful thing when it's done right, and I think
the fact that it shaped you into a love rat is here and there.
Yeah, it could be a connection.
Do you know what, Teddy? It's a shame you're not super famous because that could have been quite an exclusive. That could have been like a tabloid.
See that I've done it wrong, haven't I?
Yeah, it's
There's
all
no
backwards.
point. Nobody wants to know about that unless you're famous.
Yeah, unless the person that you
Oh, she was dead famous.
Brilliant.
Yeah, she is dead famous. Yeah, I can't say who it is.
Fantastic, great, excellent. You've won it back round. Listen, Teddy, it was absolutely fantastic. Thank you. The album is called
A Piece of What You Need,
and it's released.
It comes out here August the 25th. I think the single's a week before.
Fantastic. Listen, a round of applause again, please, for Teddy. Absolutely wonderful. Thank you, Teddy. Thank you.
BBC Six Music.
Black Kids, of course, from their Party Traumatic album, and that's Love Me Already. Steve Show, Six Music. Another round of applause, please, for Teddy Thompson.
Teddy Thompson.
Fantastic. Dan, you were a little bit resentful, weren't you?
Resentful of Teddy Thompson, only in as much as he's clearly very good looking, he's extremely talented, his fretwork was amazing, absolutely amazing.
Sure.
And it frustrated me because it reminded me of all of my shortcomings.
There are many of them.
And there are many of them.
If you can highlight any more of Dan's shortcomings, things which perhaps he hasn't identified, don't be afraid to get in touch. We're always looking forward to your contribution.
I'd actually like to put an impassioned plea out to anonymous texter ending 674 who sent us 5 blank texts. I don't know if this is some sort of protest or whether they're just sat on their phone. Something like that. It's just a concern of mine.
Could be that, or they could be in a terrible situation. They need our help.
Maybe they're trying to point out my shortcomings and they're just proving that there are none.
Maybe it's Teddy's ex-girlfriend.
Could be Teddy's ex-girlfriend. That's right.
So many options.
So many options. You wanted a quick mention, a quick shout out?
I do a quick shout out, Steve. Hannah and Surinder and also Chris all came to see me in Crown Matrimonial. Now finished, unfortunately, but they came to see the show in Malvern, and it was really, really nice. They were lovely to meet at stage door, and they gave me suggestions to play on the show and stuff. So I'm just dedicating the news to them. I ain't got a track for them. It's the news right
hope
for
it's
them.
good news.
Listen, enjoy the news, ladies.
On digital.
From 1989's Doolittle album, of course, the Pixies and Wave of Mutilation. Steve Show, Six Music with me, Steve Merchant, and Mike Cronies here. And poorly Sammy, she's come all the way down from the north. And she's just, she's still giving it 110%, and I appreciate that.
I'm trying, Steve. I always try my best. I used to get lots of stickers at school for trying. It's like, you try, you didn't succeed, but you tried.
Oh, you tried. And has it been a good week?
I've spent a lot of it unwell, but I think I've been going through a mini midlife crisis, or I'd like to say an early life crisis, because if this is midlife, I'm only living till 42.
Well, yeah, you're only 14 or something, aren't you?
Pretty much, yeah. I've decided I'm going to cut all my hair off and buy a pet tortoise.
Well, I don't know which question to ask first. What would you call the tortoise?
Pickle.
Okay, we got that. Let's make a note of that.
Just write that down.
But I thought they'd be
no.
quite